My brothers and my sisters, hear me when I say this. Consistency is not a gift. It is a decision, a deliberate act of war against your excuses. You can't pray for a breakthrough and keep living broken. You can't dream of greatness while serving comfort. If you want what you've never had, you've got to be willing to do what you've never done every single day. Some of us are waiting for motivation. We're waiting for the feeling to come, but feelings are fickle and emotions are temporary. Discipline doesn't wait on your feelings. It follows your decision. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Let me ask you this. How badly do you want it? Because until you want it more than you want to sleep, until you want it more than you want their approval, until you want it more than you want the praise of men, you will stay stuck. We don't stumble into excellence. We grow into it. We grind into it. We become it brick by brick, prayer by prayer, day by day. So today I challenge you, force yourself to be consistent, even when you're tired, even when you're overlooked, even when you feel like giving up. Get back up, show up again and again and again, because when you stay faithful in the small, God will open the door to the great. You don't need a new year. You don't need a new season. You need a new mindset. One that says, I may not be the fastest. I may not be the smartest, but I am relentless. I am consistent. I will not quit until the promise in me becomes the reality around me. Force yourself. Your future is waiting on you. People often say they want to change. They talk about starting new things, building better habits, reaching higher goals, and becoming the best version of themselves. But when you look closely, many of those same people never really begin. Or if they do, they give up soon after. Why? Because they are waiting to feel ready. They are waiting to be motivated. They are waiting for the mood to be just right, for life to calm down, for someone to cheer them on. They are waiting to feel like doing it. But the truth is, consistency is not about what you feel. It is about what you decide. It is not based on how excited you are one day or how low you feel the next. It is not about waking up with energy. It is about waking up and showing up no matter how you feel. You can't trust your feelings to carry you through a journey that requires discipline. Feelings change. One day you're excited, the next day you're discouraged. One moment you believe in yourself, the next you're doubting everything. If you rely on feelings to be consistent, you will never make it past the starting line. You will stop and start 100 times. But if you choose to be consistent, you keep going whether you feel like it or not. Think of people who train for a marathon. They don't wake up every morning eager to run. Some days their legs are tired. Some days it's raining. Some days they're sore or busy or just not in the mood. But they lace up their shoes anyway. Why? Because they made a decision. The decision to train wasn't based on a good mood. It was a commitment to a process, a choice to stick with it no matter what. The same is true for anything in life. If you want to grow stronger, smarter, healthier, wiser, you have to be consistent. You have to keep going when nobody is watching, when there is no applause, when the results are still far away. The decision to stay consistent is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Everyone can dream, but only the disciplined keep showing up day after day. It's easy to be excited at the beginning. The first day of a new goal feels fresh. You're motivated. You're full of hope. You believe this time it will be different. But when the days feel ordinary, when the work gets boring or hard, when progress is slow, that's when most people quit. They think the spark is gone, but it was never the spark that was meant to carry them. It was the decision. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything right. You just need to keep going, even when you fall short, even when you miss a day, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Every time you get back up, every time you keep going, you're building something stronger inside of you. You're training yourself to stop depending on emotion and to start depending on commitment. Sometimes we look at people who are successful or disciplined and think they were born that way. But they weren't. They became that way through choices. Small choices, repeated over time. They learned how to push through their feelings. They learned how to keep moving even when it didn't feel good. They learned to put the work in even when it didn't seem to be working yet. You can do that too. You can decide today that your future matters more than your feelings. That your growth matters more than your mood. That your calling is bigger than your comfort. You can choose to act even when you're tired. You can choose to keep trying even after failure. You can choose to stay. And the beautiful thing is, the more you do it, the stronger you get. Every time you follow through, even when it's hard, you are building character. You are proving to yourself that you are not a slave to your emotions. You are in charge. You are in charge. You are becoming someone who can be trusted. With goals, with vision, with responsibility, with leadership. Consistency doesn't always feel good in the moment, but it always produces something good in the end. Over time, those little actions become powerful. They add up. They grow into something bigger. And suddenly, one day you look back and see just how far you've come. You realize that the breakthrough didn't come from one big moment. It came from many small choices, stacked on top of each other, again and again. You don't have to do everything at once. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to start. You just have to choose. And then choose again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. If you mess up, don't quit. Don't throw it all away because of one bad day. One bad moment doesn't erase your progress. Get back up. Choose again. Keep choosing. Keep going. It will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You will begin to trust yourself more. You will begin to feel stronger, more focused, more grounded. You will stop relying on emotions and start relying on truth. The truth that you are capable. The truth that you are called. The truth that you have the power to keep going even when it's hard. When you live by your choices and not your feelings, you stop being controlled by circumstances. You stop being thrown around by every high and low. You become stable, rooted, firm. And that kind of person can do anything they set their mind to. That kind of person becomes a light in the world, a steady example of what is possible when discipline meets faith. So don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait to feel strong. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Just start. Choose to be consistent today. Then do it again tomorrow. Let your actions speak louder than your excuses. Let your choices lead the way. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how you feel. It's about what you do with what you were given. Your life is not shaped by the big things you do once in a while. It is shaped by the small things you do every day. The choices you make daily, the routines you follow, and the things you do without even thinking. These are what truly build your future. They may seem small, but over time they shape who you become, what you achieve, and how far you go. This is why it's often said, your habits shape your destiny. Most people dream of a better life. They want to be successful, healthy, wise, and happy. They want strong relationships, financial stability, peace of mind, and personal growth. But dreams alone do not take you there. Big goals are important, but they are only the starting point. What really determines whether or not you reach those goals is what you do repeatedly, your habits. Think about it like this. A single drop of water is tiny. It doesn't seem like much. But if that drop falls in the same place every day for years, it can wear down stone. That's the power of repetition. That's what habits do. You may not see the impact at first. It might feel like nothing is changing. If you keep doing the right things over and over, you will see results. Over time, habits create powerful changes. The habits you have right now, both good and bad, are shaping your future. If you eat healthy food and stay active every day, you are building a healthier future. If you are always kind, honest, and respectful, you are building strong relationships. If you read, learn, and grow daily, your mind is becoming sharper. These things may not feel like a big deal in the moment, but they are laying the bricks of your future one by one. On the other hand, bad habits also shape destiny. If you constantly avoid challenges, you're teaching yourself to give up. If you waste time, procrastinate, or always take the easy way out, you're building a life where success is harder to reach. If you speak negative words all the time, you create a mindset of defeat. The danger with bad habits is that they often feel comfortable. They don't seem like a big deal until the consequences start showing up later in life. This is why it is so important to become aware of your daily actions. Ask yourself, what are my habits? What do I do every day, even when I don't think about it? Are these actions leading me closer to the life I want? Or are they pulling me further away from it? You can't expect a great future if your daily habits are working against it. The good news is that you have the power to change your habits. It's not easy, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it is possible. The first step is to decide what kind of life you want. Then ask yourself, what kind of person lives that kind of life? What habits do they have? What do they do every day? Begin to build those habits into your life, one at a time. You don't need to make huge changes all at once. Start small. Do something simple and do it every day. Maybe it's waking up earlier, reading a few pages of a book, drinking more water, praying in the morning, or writing down your goals. Pick one small habit and stick with it. Over time, you'll notice it becomes easier. Then you can add another one and another. Your brain is designed to create habits. Once something becomes a routine, your brain saves energy by doing it automatically. That means once you develop good habits, they start to feel natural. You won't have to push yourself so hard. You'll just do them because they are now part of who you are. That's why consistency is more important than perfection. You won't always feel motivated. Some days will be hard, but if you keep doing the right thing, even when it's tough, those small daily efforts will lead to big changes. Think of your future like a house. Every good habit is a brick. Keep laying bricks, and one day you'll look up and see the strong, beautiful life you've built. Also, remember that habits affect more than just your actions. They shape your thoughts, your emotions, your confidence, and even your identity. When you build strong habits, you start seeing yourself in a new way. You begin to believe that you can change, that you are disciplined, that you are focused, that you are capable. This shift in identity is powerful because it fuels even more good decisions. You may be dealing with habits you're not proud of. Maybe you've tried to change before and failed. That's okay. Everyone struggles. Everyone has moments of weakness. But don't let failure stop you. Every day is a new chance to start again. Don't aim to be perfect. Aim to be better than you were yesterday. Celebrate progress, not perfection. The most important thing is to not give up. If you fall, get back up. If you miss a day, don't quit. Just start again. The journey of building better habits is not a straight line. It has ups and downs. But if you keep moving forward, you will get there. Your destiny is not just something that happens to you. It is something you build one choice at a time. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You have more control than you think. And it starts with what you do today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. So take a look at your life and be honest. Where are your habits taking you? If you keep living the way you're living now, where will you end up in 5 years? If the answer scares you, that's a sign it's time to change. And if the answer excites you, keep going and don't lose focus. You were not meant to drift through life. You were meant to live with purpose, but purpose without habits is just a dream. If you want a better future, build better habits. Be patient, be consistent, and believe that every small step is shaping something bigger. You have the power to write your own story. You can choose to live with discipline, intention, and vision. Your habits are not just routines, they are seeds. And when you plant the right ones and water them daily, they will grow into the life you were born to, the life you were born to live. Every person has dreams. Everyone has something they want to achieve, something they hope for, something they feel called to do. Maybe it's starting a business, writing a book, becoming healthy, building a strong family, traveling the world, or making a difference in the lives of others. These dreams are placed in your heart for a reason. They are part of your purpose. But having a dream is only the beginning. Reaching that dream takes more than just wishing. It takes focus. It takes discipline. And it takes a deep desire that is stronger than every distraction trying to pull you away. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. They're in your pocket, on your screen, in your ears, and in your mind. Every few minutes, something tries to grab your attention. A message, a notification, a video, a new idea, or a quick reward. These distractions are not always bad, but they often keep you from doing what really matters. They pull your focus away from your purpose and waste the time and energy you could be using to build the life you want. Many people start with excitement. They have energy and passion in the beginning. They write plans, make lists, and feel ready to chase their goals. But somewhere along the way, they get tired. Life gets busy. They get distracted. One day turns into another, and slowly their dream fades into the background. It doesn't disappear because it wasn't important. Fades because the distractions became louder than the desire. If you really want to reach your goals, your desire has to be stronger than your excuses. It has to be stronger than your phone, stronger than laziness, stronger than fear. You have to want it so badly that you're willing to turn down anything that gets in the way. This doesn't mean you never rest or have fun. It means that you know what matters most and you protect it. Desire is more than just wanting something. It is a deep hunger in your heart. It pushes you to wake up early. It keeps you going when it gets hard. It reminds you why you started. Desire is what pulls you out of bed when comfort tries to hold you back. It helps you say a no to things that look good now, but take you further from your future. Distractions, on the other hand, are sneaky. They don't always come loudly. Sometimes they come as small choices. Watching one more video, checking your phone again, putting off what you know you need to do. They whisper, "I just do it later," and later becomes never. The more you listen to distractions, the easier it gets to forget your goal. But the more you follow your desire, the clearer your path becomes. Daily effort may not seem exciting. It may feel small, but over time it adds up. The person who puts in effort every day grows stronger, smarter, and more confident. They learn from mistakes. They get better through practice. They keep going when others stop. Oh. This steady, faithful work is what separates excellence from average. It doesn't happen overnight. It's built through small, repeated actions that many people overlook. Think about a musician. When you see them play beautifully on stage, you are watching the result of years of daily practice. You don't see the hours they spent learning to play the same song over and over. You don't see the moments they felt like giving up but didn't. The same is true for athletes. You may see them win a race or a game, but you didn't see the early mornings, the sore muscles, the tough workouts, and the days when they had to train even when they were tired. That's the part most people miss. That's the part that builds excellence. Even in everyday life, excellence requires the same kind of effort. Being an excellent parent, teacher, friend, or worker means showing up with love, honesty, and responsibility day after day. It means doing your best, even when it's not easy. It means caring enough to do things right, even when no one is checking. Excellence is not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. One of the most important parts of reaching excellence is learning how to be consistent. Some people work hard only when they feel motivated, but motivation comes and goes. If you want to reach excellence, you need more than motivation. You need discipline. You need to decide that you will keep showing up, no matter what. You need to build habits that support your goals. You need to stay focused even when progress is slow. It's also important to remember that effort doesn't always mean doing big things. Sometimes the most powerful effort is in the small things. Reading a few pages of a book every day, taking care of your health, spending quality time with loved ones, choosing to speak kindly, or staying calm under pressure. All of these are signs of daily effort. They may seem small, but they build character. And character is the foundation of excellence. There will be days when you feel like your efforts are not making a difference. You may feel stuck or unappreciated, but that's when you must remind yourself that the path to excellence is long. It's not always fast, but it's always worth it. Every day that you choose to do your best, you are moving forward. You are growing, you are getting stronger. Even when the results are not visible yet, something good is happening inside you. Excellence also requires that you keep learning. You must be open to correction. You must be willing to listen and grow. People who become excellent are not afraid of mistakes. They learn from them. They ask questions. They seek wisdom. They look for ways to improve. That's part of daily effort too. Not just doing the same thing, but doing it better every time. Sometimes the hardest part of daily effort is staying patient. We live in a world that wants fast results, but excellence doesn't work that way. It takes time to grow into the person you are meant to be. It takes time to master a skill. It takes time to build something great. So you must be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Stay faithful to the work. Keep showing up. You don't have to be the best on day one. You just have to start. Then each day you give your best again. Over time, you will look back and see how far you've come. You'll realize that excellence wasn't about one big moment. It was about the many small choices you made when no one was watching. It was about the days you gave your all, even when you felt like giving up. You were created to do great things. You were made with purpose. You were made with purpose. But to reach that purpose, you must be willing to put in the work. Excellence is not for the lazy. It's not for the people who only try when it's easy. It's for the ones who keep going. The ones who care enough to do things well. The ones who are not afraid to put in the effort day after day after day. So no matter what your dream is, or what area of your life you want to grow in, remember this. The key is not to be perfect. The key is to keep going, keep learning, keep giving your best. Excellence is within reach, but only if you're willing to work for it every single day. And when you do, you won't just reach your goals. You'll become a person of strength, character, and purpose. That is the reward of daily effort. That is the path to excellence. Many people dream of doing big things in life. They want to achieve success, make an impact, and live a meaningful life. They want to see big results and be trusted with big opportunities. But there is a truth that often gets overlooked. Before anyone is trusted with something great, they must first prove they can be trusted with something small. Big things don't start big. They grow out of small beginnings. Faithfulness in the small things is what prepares us for the greater things that are yet to come. It is easy to overlook small things. They can feel boring, unimportant, or not worth the effort. It's easy to think that if something is not big, it doesn't matter. But small things matter more than we realize. They build our character, shape our habits, and show others what kind of person we really are. When we do the small things with care, patience, and commitment, we are building a foundation that can carry the weight of something bigger later on. Think about someone who wants to be a leader. Before they can lead a team or an organization, they must show they can take care of simple tasks, being on time, listening to others, making honest choices, and keeping their word. These might seem like small things, but they show the heart of the person. If someone is not faithful with these small things, why would anyone trust them with bigger responsibilities? Faithfulness in the small shows that you can be trusted, and trust is what opens the door to greater things. It's the same in other areas of life. If a student wants to succeed in school, they have to be faithful with studying a little each day. If someone wants to be physically strong, they need to be faithful in small workouts and healthy choices. If someone wants a strong relationship, they need to be faithful in small acts of love, listening, and kindness. Big dreams require small daily actions. You don't reach a mountain peak in one step. You get there by taking one faithful step after another. Being faithful in the small things also teaches us discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when we don't feel like it. It's showing up, giving our best, and staying consistent. This kind of discipline is not built by doing something once or twice. It's built by doing it over and over in the quiet moments when no one is watching. These moments may not feel exciting, but they are powerful. They are shaping you into someone who can handle more, someone who is ready for greater things. Moments may not feel exciting. Sometimes people wait for a big opportunity before they give their best. They think, once I get that job, then I'll work hard. Or when I finally get noticed, then I'll give my full effort. But that's backward. The way to get that opportunity is by giving your best now, where you are, with what you have. Great opportunities often come to those who are already doing their best in the place they're in. You don't have to wait for something big to show up before you live with excellence. Live with excellence now, even in the smallest of things. There's also something powerful about being faithful when no one sees it. In a world where everyone wants attention and praise, being faithful in secret shows strength. It shows humility. It means you're not doing it for the reward. You're doing it because it's right. And that kind of heart is the one that gets noticed in the right way, at the right time. People who stay committed when no one is watching are often the ones who shine the brightest when the light finally comes. Sometimes it's hard to keep going when the results are not immediate. You may be working hard, staying faithful, and still not see the reward right away. That can be discouraging. But remember, good things take time to grow. A seed planted in the ground doesn't turn into a tree overnight. It needs time, water, sunlight, and care. In the same way, your small efforts may be growing something beautiful that you just can't see yet. Keep going. Keep being faithful. The reward is coming. Faithfulness in small things also protects us from pride. When we are given something great too quickly, we may not be ready for it. We may take it for granted or use it the wrong way. But when we grow into greatness slowly, step by step, day by day, we learn to value it. We remember the process. We remember the lessons. We remember the lessons. And we are more likely to use that greatness with wisdom and grace. It's important to see every task, every day, and every role as part of something bigger. Even the things that seem small have meaning. Taking care of your space, treating people with respect, doing your work with care. These are not just chores. They are signs of your character. They show that you are someone who can be trusted with more. And when the time comes, you'll be ready not because you were lucky, but because you were faithful. If you want to do great things, start where you are. Be excellent in what you have now. Show up on time. Keep your word. Work hard even when no one is clapping. Help others even when you don't get credit. Take care of the little things. These may seem small today, but they are shaping your tomorrow. They are preparing you for the great things you dream of. And when the great comes, it will not overwhelm you. It will fit you because you grew into it, one faithful step at a time. So don't overlook the small. Don't wait for something better to show up before you give your best. Your future is hidden in your daily choices. Your greatness is being built in quiet moments of discipline, patience, and care. Stay faithful. Keep going. What you do today may look small, but it is the key that unlocks everything greater that is yet to come. The way we think shapes the way we live. Our mindset, the thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes we carry can either move us forward or hold us back. A person can have talent, education, and opportunity, but if their mindset is not right, they will struggle. On the other hand, someone with less experience or fewer resources can go far if they have the right mindset. That's why mindset transformation is so important. It's not just about changing what you do. It's about changing how you think. Many of us grow up with a certain way of thinking. We may believe things about ourselves that were taught to us, spoken over us, or shaped by experiences. Some of these beliefs may be helpful, but others can limit us. We might believe we are not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, or not worthy of success. We may think that failure means we are failures. We may believe that if things haven't worked out by now, they never will. These thoughts can sit quietly in our minds and affect every part of our lives. Mindset transformation is about noticing those thoughts and deciding to think differently. It is about choosing a new way of seeing yourself and the world. It's about letting go of fear, doubt, and old beliefs that no longer serve you. It's about learning to believe in your own potential, even when things are hard. When your mindset changes, everything changes. You start to make different choices. You stop giving up so easily. You begin to push through challenges instead of backing away from them.